I grew up in one of those quiet, cookie-cutter suburbs where nothing ever really happens. We had this small, murky pond tucked away behind a row of houses, surrounded by a thicket of trees. And there was this one rule, everyone, from kids to grown-ups. Same at 2KU, don't go near that pond after dark. One night, I was walking home from a friend's house, running a bit late. The quickest way back was a dirt trail that cut right past the pond. I hesitated for a second, remembering the old warning, but then I laughed it off. It would save me 10 minutes. What could possibly happen? The moment I stepped onto the trail, everything felt. It was so quiet it felt unnatural, like the whole world was holding its breath. I picked up my pace, feeling a little creeped out. My flashlight beam danced over the still, black water. That's when I heard it, a soft splash. Then, another. It wasn't the sound of a fish jumping or a turtle slipping off a log. It was rhythmic, deliberate, like someone was walking through the shallow water, one heavy step after another. Splash, splash, splash. My heart started pounding. "Hello," I called out, my voice sounding small and shaky. "Is anyone there?" The splashing stopped. For a long moment, there was only that suffocating silence again. Then, slowly, something began to rise from the center of the pond. It wasn't a person. It was too tall, too thin, a dark, shadowy figure that seemed to absorb the moonlight, dripping with black water and pondweed. It didn't have clear features, just a vaguely human shape that seemed to writhe and shift. It didn't walk towards the shore. Then, a voice echoed across the pond. It wasn't loud, but it filled the air. A wet, raspy whisper that sounded like dragging stones in choked gurgles. "Out late, just like the others." That's all it said. I didn't stick around to ask what it meant. I just turned and ran. I didn't care about the trail anymore. I crashed through the bushes, branches scratching my face, not daring to look back. I didn't stop running until I burst through my front door, slamming and locking it behind me. The next morning, driven by a morbid curiosity I couldn't explain, I went back. It was just a boring little body of water. But as I got closer, I saw it. In the soft mud at the edge of the water, right where the trail began, was a single, long drag mark, like something heavy and wet had pulled itself out of the pond and slid onto the path. My path. Now, I always take the long way home. I stick to the well-lit streets. And if you ever find yourself near a quiet little pond in some sleepy suburb,